Saudi Arabia oil facilities engulfed in flames after drone attacks. The world's largest oil processing facility in Saudi Arabia has been hit in a drone attack from the Yemeni Houthi rebels. Yemen's rebels have said they were behind the strikes on Saudi Arabia's plant. Saudi Arabia is now shutting down about half of its oil output after apparently coordinated drone strikes hit Saudi production facilities, in what Yemen's Houthi rebels described as one of their largest ever attacks inside the kingdom. The production shutdown amounts to a loss of about 5 million barrels a day, roughly 5% of the world's daily production of crude oil. The kingdom produces 9.8 million barrels per day. The Saudis have stopped short of acknowledging the Houthis were behind the attack, which Riyadh is also likely to blame on Iran, which has lately promised that if it can't export its oil then, no one will. It remains unclear according to early statements whether there were injuries or casualties in the twin oil facility attacks. The impact on global oil markets, closed for the weekend, could be significant given the Karai field produces about 1% of all the world's oil, estimated at over million barrel per day, and reserves of over 20 billion barrel per day, and more importantly Abqaiq, which based on the stunning local footage bore the brunt of the drone attacks, remains the most crucial of the kingdom's processing plants. Located 37 miles southwest of Aramco's Dhahran headquarters, it controls all the flows from fields like the giant Ghawar field to coastal export terminals like Ras Tanura. Saudi Aramco describes the Buqaq facility as the largest crude oil stabilization plant in the world. Meanwhile, the United States was quick to strongly condemn the attack amid already soaring tensions in the Gulf after a summer of tanker wars and Iranian threats of walking away altogether from the 2015 nuclear deal. The U.S. envoy to Saudi Arabia issued a statement saying, "The U.S. strongly condemns today's drone attacks against oil facilities in Abqaiq and Karai. These attacks against critical infrastructure endanger civilians, are unacceptable, and sooner or later will result in innocent lives being lost." And it begins. As central bankers have plowed everyone into stocks. The Black Swan event. How convenient, right when oil prices were set to plummet. U.S. shale oil producers must be dancing with joy and relief. Many of the remaining players were on the verge of bankruptcy anyway. The price of gas was already skyrocketing up Friday afternoon. This was obviously planned and coordinated with top U.S. goons. This is how they are going to start mandating Agenda 2030 by martial law. Global recession on extreme oil prices. U.S. depression guaranteed. This was the Atlantis Report. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.